I survived 100 days in ultra hardcore Minecraft, or did I? In this challenge, I cannot heal without the help of the regeneration effect from golden apples, potions, and so on. We attempt to get so much done in these 100 days, and if I die once, it's all over. So make sure you stick around until the end. Day 1 began as any other. Cocoa beans. I mean, trees. After getting a pickaxe, I collected some cobblestone, coal, and iron. I made some more tools, and we were on our way. After collecting some melons for food, I saw a village in the distance. Upon arrival, I took one of their beds because, as usual, it's free. Just like it is for you to subscribe! Oh. I did that last time. I then continued stealing from them. All this wheat was coming in very handy. I made a shield, did some more burglarizing, and then slept. It was day 2. I decided to make a chest and put some stuff away. After chopping down some trees, I went into the local cave. I ran into some zombies. Collected some more coal, and kept going lower. Okay, dude. This zombie also dropped a potato.
Wow.
After battling a skeleton and collecting some iron, I witnessed an arrow fight. When I came out, it was day 3. I chased a cat back into the village and then went adventuring to find oxeye daisies. You'll see why pretty soon. I thought I was a parkour master. Turns out, I wasn't. On this trip, I also tamed a wolf. Day 4, I went mining again. And also took some more damage. After digging for 10 minutes, I found some diamond! And after finding those, I ran into one of the best mobile games and today's video sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is a really cool mobile role-playing game with over 600 champions. All of those champions come from different factions, but today we look at the big bad orcs. They usually get a bad rap in fantasy, but in Raid, they're actually cool. They were created by the Dark Lord Siroth, but after a brutal war fought against the Banner Lords, High Elves, and Sacred Order, their lands were taken over, forcing most orc clans to become nomads. Trying to just survive, they formed an alliance with Queen Eva of the Elves and joined her cause. But even they don't know her true motivations. Playing the campaign mode is the perfect way to see the full story. You can see how much every one of them is different. Armor, weapons, all different stats. My favorite are Grohawk the Bloodied and Varl the Destroyer. I mean, look at this guy! What I love about this game is that there's so many clans for you to join and be a part of. Apart from the campaign, you can do all these different dungeons. You even start taking down bosses very early on. Speaking of, this is the best time to get started in Raid. And if you click my link in the description or scan my QR code here on the screen, you'll get a free starter pack worth almost $30. We're talking a free epic champion Tyrell, 200,000 silver, 1 energy refill, 1 XP boost, and 1 ancient shard so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in game. All this treasure will be waiting for you here in the inbox on the main screen as long as you're a new player and start within the next 30 days. Alright, back to the video. After finding out about Raid, we found a mine shaft. I collected some gold, some lapis, and even found a golden apple. And also a name tag. In this water cave, I also found some more diamonds. With these, I made a chest plate because I thought I need all the help I can get. After I made the rest of my armor, I ran into a cave spider spawner. I wanted to deactivate it, but I got hit big time. It was no longer safe, so I mined up some ores and tried to escape. However, on my way out, so staircase it was. After getting out scraping by on 1 heart, I ran all the way to the village and made another chest to store everything. On day 7, I chopped down some trees in the hopes of getting apples, and I sure got some. Now I know these aren't the most efficient, but I had to somehow get off 1 heart. A wandering trader had arrived, which I decided to buy mushrooms from. On day 8, I went adventuring to try and find some red mushrooms as well. This took forever, and I found nothing apart from some portal loot. I was thousands of blocks out with no luck, so I decided to make a speedrunner's nether portal to see if I could find any mushrooms in the nether. And there they were. I hate to break it to you, but whatever your favorite block is in this game, right? These are better. And this is what I was waiting for. Suspicious stew using mushrooms and daisies, which give you the healing effect. So I came back out and started traveling back home. I found this really cool cave too. Here, I was AFK for a second, and of course I get hit by a zombie several times, down to half my hearts. I also found a flower forest, so I was determined to find some more daisies, and so I did. Much traveling later, I had finally made it home. I decided to make my own nether portal close by so I could get more mushrooms. When I came back out, I had to sleep so I could avoid mobs. I then proceeded to chop down heaps of birch trees for... Wait, why did I do this? No idea. After that, I built the simple iron farm that I always do. Link in description. To my regular viewers, yes, this is like the 5th time I've built this.
Gonna cry?
I then patched up the cave nearby and chopped down heaps of acacia trees. After that, I got started on my cool acacia house. I decided I was going to be a part of the village. After building and a lot of organizing, I had everything in order, and we were ready to get serious. It was day 22, and I wanted to go into the caves yet again. I almost got cornered by a skeleton and zombie. I found a skeleton spawner with a couple name tags and a golden apple. It was day 23 by the time I was out, and on the way back home I found a donkey, which I tamed. I rode this guy home, and on day 24, I decided to go fishing. Okay, but I did actually need the fish because I wanted to tame some cats for my upcoming creeper farm. Day 25, I tamed a horse. I put it in the same hole as my donkey and moved on. It was now time for me to get full diamond tools and armor. I dug straight down in order to get to some strip mining.
Yeah, boy.
There's really no way to make this interesting. Alright, we're gonna absolutely turbo through the next several days. Let's do it. Not because my footage is corrupt or anything, but because I mined like there's no tomorrow. Ran away from a skeleton army. And after a while, I got out with 44 diamonds. So I made myself some armor and tools. And then enchanted it with some protection 1. I tamed some cats for the creeper farm and ventured into the nether. This time, I was here to look for another fortress. And after a bit of time traversing the dangerous lands, I had found one. Upon exploring, I found 2 blaze spawners and decided to get to work. After that, I farmed some ender pearls and went on home. It was day 35. I brewed up heaps of potions and then went mining for gold, which I needed for all the glistering melons I was making. It was time for the other component. Days 36 to 39, I gathered materials and made an automatic melon farm. On day 40, I breed the cats, and then it's all about preparation for the Ender Dragon. Making food and fireworks, loading up the donkey with potions, trading for arrows, you name it. And on day 41, we were off. Upon digging straight down, I had found it, the stronghold. And going through several doorways, I had arrived at the portal. You think I'm gonna bore you with another Ender Dragon fight that you've already seen before? Nah. I collected the XP, built up a staircase, and kept moving. Blocking across the void is the scariest thing in this game. You cannot change my mind. Anyway, I found an end city. This one had no ship, so I got a few shulker shells and kept looking. This was the one.
What?
Now you might be like, ha, lol, too scared. But remember, I have a limited amount of potions, so I cannot be taking risks like that. Instead, I blocked up on the outside and took care of business that way. I made a shulker box for all the loot, half of which was actually pretty decent. Okay, what's going on? I then made my way to the ship. And finally, we have gotten the elytra. Time to fly. I went so far. What? How did I do all that on foot? That's crazy. Give me this damn egg. I spent days 46 and 7 organizing my loot and brewing heaps of potions for a shulker box to make sure I never run out of healing. After that, I got started on a creeper farm, and for that, I needed to chop lots and lots of trees. I built an AFK platform in the sky to spawn the creepers, and then AFK'd up until day 53, where we had this much gunpowder. Not too bad for such a simple and easy farm. I then collected some cobblestone for pistons and started gathering materials for a sugarcane. Wow. Whoa. Dude, whoa. Collected some cobblestone for pistons. I was making a sugarcane farm, okay? So that if we make it to 100 days, we can have a fireworks show. In order to get a head start on all the fireworks, I AFK'd to let the farms run. All up until day 62. And when I checked on the sugarcane farm... Anyway, on to the next project, an Enderman farm. Collecting leaves, mining trees, wait, that rhymes. Before I got to work, however, we had to prepare for our enchantments with some mending books. So I trade reset this villager over and over and over again. Until one time, I had finally gotten it. I locked in the trade, zombified the villager, and then healed him. That's it, huh? 11. Nice one, dude. Back to the Enderman farm. I went to the stronghold and made myself an easy entrance. I also made another portal so I could get here faster. I mined up heaps of books and got to work. The Ender farm was now working, and all we had to do, I'm saying that as if it was easy, but it wasn't, was enchant all our stuff. Here are the few highlights. And yes, it wasn't easy. I had to disenchant some things over and over again.
Yeah, boy.
But anyway, much enchanting later. The days to follow were filled with tree chopping. Like, lots of tree chopping, so that I could trade sticks with Fletchers to then trade for mending books. And after applying those, the enchanting was pretty much complete. Now that we had all our tools in order, it was time for the final stretch. On day 75, I went into the Nether and mined for ancient debris like a madman. I had 15 debris and had been mining for 2 days, so I decided to head home and come back another time. When I got back home, it was day 77. I smelted the debris and chose to upgrade my sword, a pickaxe, and the axe. As you can see, I was pretty proud of this. But we needed to keep going. So, what did we do? AFK'd. What? I need fireworks. Anyway, after scamming my way through 3.5 days, I went back into the Nether and found a fortress that I would hunt for wither skeletons in. And yes, you know why. A beacon. Infinite healing at home? Yes, please. And a while later, nothing. No wither skeleton heads. I thought I'd give this another try later and instead plant some potatoes. Yeah. On a serious note, I did run out of bread, so I needed some food. While I was waiting, I started punching the egg for no reason. I even thought it went into the wall. Chopped down my homemade giant trees, and then I spent day 84 trading with a cartographer to get my hands on a woodland mansion map. This looks crazy. It's like super dark, but there's no rain. Day 85, I brewed heaps of potions and repaired all my gear. Wow. And day 86, I was on my way. Huh? Did you really think I was gonna make you watch flying for 3,000 blocks? Upon entering, I was greeted by a couple of skeletons that then quarreled with each other instead. That's, I don't know, it's pretty rude, no? Once I went upstairs though, I was greeted with none other than the Vindicator ambush. If I hadn't have gotten out of there quickly, it could have gotten bad. After taking a second to recover, I persevered, and after a jump scare or two, I faced off the evokers. Nah, they were easy, but these little vexes were super annoying. I seriously wish these idiots would despawn when the evokers die. But we now have our first totem. Wait, no, as I said, these guys are easy. After taking care of a few more enemies and finding the secret diamond block inside the magical obsidian tree, of course, there really wasn't much for me to do. We had gotten our totems, so it was time to go home. On my way, I found a village that I thought might be useful for the raid. When I got home, I did tons of organization, and then I thought I'd give the wither skeletons another crack. What the?
The fire's shooting at us!
that. So on day 89, I dug a tunnel and fought the Wither. And then I decided, screw it, let's fight this thing old school. Well, this is annoying. Finally, I could now heal at home for, I mean, that wasn't free, but and now it's for, it was day 91, the final 10 days, and I went into the nether mines to finish off what I started. Wait, you guys have already watched this. Here's all the ancient debris. This is me running around like an impatient child, waiting for the debris to smelt. Then I thought maybe I should prepare for the upcoming raid. So I brewed some potions of regeneration, strength, and speed. And then come the netherite upgrades. Oh, I also did my shovel. I then flew over to the outpost to get the bad omen effect. And went on my way to the village I was going to bring ruin upon. Why did I write that? Oh my god. And so it begun. Wave number 1. I'm not gonna lie, it was a piece of cake. It was wave 2, and whilst I was distracted, they sent 2 troops to take out the villagers. Let me tell you, not going to happen. Scrambling for potions, wave 3 had begun, and this time, they had a Ravager. I chose to pick them off from a distance, and then take care of that thing. Wave 4, they brought witches, so I bowed them down before striking the rest of them. Wave 5, they really weren't messing around, so I decided to drink a strength potion before going into the full-on battle. And like the warrior I am, they all disappeared. That makes no sense at all. I drank a regeneration potion before going into wave 6 and demolished. And finally, wave 7, the grand finale. I drank my potions and charged right into the battle. However, they were pretty strong, so I had to fight on the back foot for a bit. Whilst trying to save the villagers, I was surrounded. Potions being thrown, Vexes chasing me, and then the second Ravager and Evoker. I had finally recovered and decided to finish the job. Oh no, it's nighttime. It indeed was nighttime, and one of the zombies picked up a totem. I didn't even know they could do this. The last raider was nowhere to be seen, so after logging out and back in, it had revealed itself. After achieving absolute victory, I found a bed to sleep in and then went on home. I had come home with a haul of 56 emeralds, a few new totems, and I was even being handed random stuff by my villagers. I guess word travels fast. For the rest of my days, I had way too many melons, so I made a 100 sign out of them. I explored some piglin bastions with a netherite ingot and lots of gold in them. Had some fun with them chasing me. Made my horse a proper stable that looks really bad. A little animal farm to give the horse some friends. Grew some trees in my area so that it looks nicer, which I think it does. And then the last 2 days, I scrambled around looking for a sugarcane and dyes for my fireworks show at the end of day 100, which actually turned out pretty great. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh. Oh, you want more of this content? It doesn't get better than my hardcore series on screen right here. Don't miss out. Click it. Click it now. Click it now.